Everglades has long been an innovator and builder of premium center consoles, dual consoles, and bay boats. A lot is going on lately with this builder, so to find out more about that, we reached out to Everglades Regional Manager Sean Hickey.
Sean, thanks for joining us today. Great having you with us.
It's good to be with you, Steve. Great to see you.
Tell me what's going on at Everglades.
Oh, I tell you, we're very busy right now. We're really happy to be back at work. Due to COVID, we had closed down for a couple of months, and there was a lot of uncertainty at the beginning of that, as it was for many of us. But we came back, and boy, the business just started to boom around the country. And we've been back operating now full bore for almost, oh gosh, I guess it's close to 2 months now.
Now, you and I have talked about the RAMPCAP technology in detail, but we have a lot of people that just don't know about it. Tell me about it.
Well, RAMPCAP was a process that was designed, developed, and invented by Bob Doherty, who was our founder. Bob started his journey in the boat business at Boston Whaler, moved on to Edgewater Powerboats, and then left and came to us. And when he came to us, he took the things that he was doing at these other companies as far as the unsinkability and the use of foam, and he made it better. Where the rest of the industry, they blow foam into their hulls after the deck and hull are together, we build our foam external of the boat. So we can control the density of it. The rest of the industry does line foaming, and that's when you take a deck and a hull and you put them together, or the liner, and you shoot foam in and you can't see where it's going. What we found is that there's all kinds of things that can go on there, and you have inconsistencies in the thickness of the foam. You can't inspect the foam. The foam isn't very dense. You need a lot more foam to get the flotation that you want. Bob Doherty, our founder, invented that process called RAMPCAP. And what we do is we actually build the foam external of the boat. And what's great about it is we can inspect it before it goes into the boat. We put it into these big molds that actually shape it identical to the bottom of the hull or the underside of the deck. It fits perfectly like a puzzle, and it's very dense. Where the industry uses about 1.8 pound density, we're using 6 pound density. But 6 pound density is, it doesn't mean much to the layperson if you're not around foam a lot, but it's strong. And that's what our hulls are. And our hulls, when we do this, we put our liner and our hull together and pull it together under pressure. What happens is it cures all together, so our everything's one piece. So we don't have a stringer system. And you've experienced it. When you run our boats in rough water, nothing rattles, nothing shakes. We have a lifetime hull warranty that is not prorated at all. So if you're the original owner of the boat, that hull is warranted for the entire time that you own it. If you keep it for 20 years, you've got a 20-year warranty on it.
My experience has been that not only do the boats have an incredibly solid feel to them, but there's a huge sound deadening quality as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're quiet. That's the first thing that people will comment on as soon as they get on the boat, how quiet it is. When you're running on most boats, you hear that slapping and you hear the echo in the hull. The first time you go to hit a wave on an Everglades, you grab and you can see people that are holding on, and all of a sudden hitting, like, whoa, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
You wait for the impact that just never comes.
Right, and that's just what we've always done. We overbuild. With RAMPCAP and the other things, we control as much as we can in the factory. We do all of our own metal fabrication here, and we do all of our own electrical wiring and such like that. We may not at times be the fastest boat on the market, but we absolutely, without a doubt, will be the most comfortable, faster boat in rough water.
Your RAMPCAP technology provides level flotation. I mean, it's a requirement that the boat remains afloat, but that typically means that just the bow is going to be sticking out of the water or something like that. It's not going to go to the bottom. Yours will maintain level flotation.
Yeah. Whenever we build a new boat, we have a certain standard that we like to keep it to, and we have a list of certain things that the boat has to have. But our number one thing whenever we build a boat is safety. That's number one. Mr. Bob Doherty was a big safety fan, and we built our reputation on that. So we're going to look at safety. We're going to overbuild. We're going to make sure that you can get from point A to point B with your family as safely as you can. And if there was some sort of a major incident where you would have a boat where water would come into the boat, that's why we do that. The RAMPCAP foam will keep your family safe.
You had mentioned comfort before, and you folks seem to be the innovators in a lot of comfort features. I believe you were the first ones to put the anti-fatigue mat behind the helm.
That's correct.
The windshield that lowers electrically, so you can see in inclement weather or fog, something like that, without having to stick your head around the console. Mm-hmm. How does that come about? How are you folks the innovators and not the followers?
It stems from Bob Doherty and his tradition, and we've carried that through. Unfortunately, Bob passed a few years ago, but he came into this with 60 years of boat building experience. And there's many things on boats all around the industry that Bob invented.
Terrific. Well, Sean, thanks so much for joining us. Great talking with you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
Right, bye-bye.